planned it better if we tried.
No.
Hi, I'm Krissie.
And I'm Catherine.
And we are travelling gleefully. And we are in Malta. We didn't really know a whole lot about it until relatively recently.
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't on my list of places I'd want to come for like many years.
Yeah, and then we are coincidentally here during Euro Pride.
Incredible.
Yeah, which is like literally a coincidence. We booked the trip, we booked our flights, and then like 3 weeks later learned that Euro Pride was a thing that existed.
Didn't even know it existed.
And that it was in Malta this year on the dates that we are here.
Yeah, literally.
We couldn't have planned it better if we tried.
No.
So we're going to be doing a few Pride things, but that's going to be in a separate video because I think we're probably going to do quite a few Pride related things.
Yeah.
So this video is mostly just going to be us sightseeing around Malta. We've only been in Malta for like less than 24 hours. And we've only been out for a bit, but our first impressions are that it's very unique.
Yeah, like super unique.
Yeah, it's like a cross between southern Italy and the Middle East.
And then heavily influenced by the UK.
Yeah, like a lot of the products in the shops are British.
Yeah,
and there's like an H&M,
they
there's
drive
like
on the left.
There's a Marks and Spencer.
They use UK plug sockets.
All of that makes sense because like obviously the Brits were here for a long time.
Yeah.
And then geographically it's in between Italy and Africa.
Obviously it makes
and
sense.
It's like along trade routes and stuff. But it's just so unique.
Very interesting.
I mean, you can see behind us. So this town over here is Valletta, which is like the capital. We're staying near Sliema, which is where we are now. I don't know, it's just not like anywhere we've been, really.
Yeah, and also the food is heavily Italian influenced, so like there's lots of pizza, lots of Italian restaurants.
And Maltese as a language is an Arabic
yeah.
But it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Something we have been so excited for in coming to Malta is like way back in like Asia. We found a boost juice in like Singapore.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh my God, we forgot that these would exist outside of Australia. But Malta has one.
Malta coming through.
And it's not that expensive. If you know anything about us, you know we are boost juice girlies through and through. We both worked there for years. We love them. So finding a little taste of home overseas
this is so exciting.
Is always good. Spoken much since we got our boost at all, I don't think.
No.
But we walked along the water from Sliema over around to St. Julian's, which was a really nice walk.
It was lovely. It really gives like manly sort of vibes, like that walk along the water. Same as like Bondi, Coogee, I don't know.
Yeah.
The landscape's a bit different, but it's just like a really nice walk along the water.
Yeah, it is. And now we're in St. Julian's, but we're at St. George's Bay, which is right next to us. I didn't actually realise that there were beaches like in the main kind of towns.
Yeah, I didn't realise. I mean, they're not beaches, they're like rocks.
Yeah, well that one's beach.
Yeah, that one was, but they're mostly, it's just like rocks that are next to the water, but
yeah.
You can swim there and it looks beautiful.
It does, but we are planning to go to a couple of like swimming places that are like a bit nicer because they're not in the cities. But so far, Malta is really nice. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
It was meant to be good morning, but
public transport got us again.
We have come out to Mdina, I believe is how it's pronounced, which is the old capital of Malta and is like a walled city.
It looked so cool coming up on the bus.
Yeah, we're gonna check it out, and then like it is right next to a little town called Rabat, which we're gonna look through as well. But yeah, the bus out here comes every hour.
Yeah. And
the one that we aimed for was about 50 minutes late. But
we made
it. We made it. From where we're staying, the bus is about an hour, but I think it's a bit longer if you're like further into the city.
Also, this is a Game of Thrones filming location.
Yes.
Not right here, but like this city.
But in here.
We've never seen it again. I think we've talked about it a couple of times. We've been to the locations. We've never seen it, but they film in pretty places.
They do.
So we're excited to see them. We found like this fun little medieval tavern for lunch.
Hopefully you can hear us from the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided to get lunch as soon as we got here because we were, you know, almost an hour later than we were meant to be.
Yeah.
And this is just one of the first places we came past. And it's literally in an old medieval building and it's decorated in like a medieval style.
It's quite fun.
It is.
See how the food is.
Yeah, we're getting some like traditional Maltese food. So
Yeah.
we have this. Alright, we got our food. What did you get, Catherine?
I got a Maltese lasagna, which in the like description had curry. So I'm intrigued. It kind of smells like curry.
Yeah. And I got a lamb and vegetable pie, which just kind of looks like a pie, but was under the Maltese dishes section. So we'll see how they are. Our lunch was interesting. Mine kind of tasted like a lamb roast in a pie.
Yeah, yours was really good. Mine was weird. Like, it was a lasagna, except instead of tomato, it was like a curry.
Like a curry sauce.
Yeah, like a curry sauce, which was odd.
But it was tasty.
It was tasty, but I don't think I prefer it over Italian lasagna. But you know what? I've tried it.
We're now just going to kind of wander around the streets of Mdina. There's like a cathedral and a museum that we might go to. But for now, we're just going to kind of aimlessly wander and see what we find.
Our favorite thing to do.
We found the Game of Thrones gate.
I don't know what happens here. I Google imaged it and like there's people walking across with horses, that's all. I'm sure everyone else knows.
Yeah, but as we've said a few times, you just know when it's a Game of Thrones filming location that it's going to be stunning.
Yeah, I can see why this was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like another world. It's very cool.
It is.
We've come across to Rabat now.
Yes, which we learned this morning. So Mdina means fortified city in Arabic and Rabat means suburb.
Yeah.
So like they're just named kind of what they are.
It's very cool. It's like literally just across a park.
Yeah.
And we're just going to wander around here for an hour before we catch our bus back.
Yeah, it's very cool. I know we said yesterday that Malta is very kind of Middle Eastern in its architecture, but up here it is very Middle Eastern, but like there's a lot of like Italian kind of vibes. It wouldn't really be a day of exploring if we didn't stop in at a little local patisserie and get some treats.
Exactly. So obviously Malta is quite heavily influenced by Italy. So I read that one of their common desserts is a cannoli. We found this little bakery that was so cute.
It was.
And they had like all these different cannoli, and I got this, which is, hold on, I don't know if that'll focus, but it's like, it said it was like chocolate pastry with chocolate cream.
Yeah.
And then I just got a cookie. I don't know if that's particularly Maltese.
Most giant cookie.
But I'm excited because this looks delicious.
Alright, we didn't film much while we were in there, but we just went to the St. Paul's Catacombs.
Yeah, it was a very like last minute decision. We just like walked past and we're like, yeah, we got the time.
Yeah, we didn't end up going to the cathedral in Mdina, which is also called St. Paul's, because it wasn't open when we went past. So then we went past this and we were like, we'll do that instead.
Yeah, neither of us have been to a catacomb, so.
No, it was very interesting. It was used for a long time, and it was used by like Christians and Jews and pagans. So there was like a lot of different kind of carvings and stuff in them.
Yeah, but it also been used for so many things, like burials, obviously, but then like animal pens,
Like water
wells, garbage.
It was used as
church.
Yeah, it was also used as like air raid shelters during World War II. So yeah, it was quite interesting. It's got a little museum attached with some like finds, and it's only €6 each.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Today we have got a day trip booked, which is very exciting. We are going to, this doesn't say what it is, we're going to Gozo and the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah, so if you don't know like Malta, so there's kind of a few islands of Malta. The biggest one is Malta, and then Gozo is another smaller one, and then the Blue Lagoon is on a third, like really little island, kind of
like in between them, yeah. And when we always knew we wanted to go to Gozo, but we also knew you could do it by yourself. Like you could take a bus to the top and then get a public ferry up there. But then when we were like walking around near the harbour, there's like all these tours to the Blue Lagoon, and I was like, oh, what is that? And then when we were Googling stuff to do in Malta, it said Blue Lagoon, and we were just like, ooh. And we saw that there were tours that do both in one day, and that's obviously way easier.
Yeah.
So we're doing that.
Yeah, because if you go by yourself, you need to get a bus like up to the top of Malta.
Yeah.
And as we learned yesterday, the bus is here.
It would take us 7 hours.
But that's one of the reasons we did this.
Yeah.
We just get picked up, we just walk here, get to do the whole day, and then get dropped back off. Yeah.
We're so excited. It's a beautiful hot day, and we're so ready to swim.
And see Gozo.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be good. On Gozo. We made it to our first stop. Oh, this is Schlendi Bay, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
And it is stunning. I mean, the cliffs over here are incredible. We're only here for like a 10-15 minute like photo stop.
And then we're going into the capital for lunch.
Yeah, but I mean, it's so pretty. The ferry ride to get over to Gozo was really nice, but we saw probably more jellyfish than I've ever seen in my life in the water.
So many.
And we can see them in this bay as well, and we're a little worried about our swimming spot later.
Yeah. We did Google it, and they're like a Mediterranean jellyfish.
Yeah, like that's what they're called.
Yeah, and like apparently there are thousands that get like culled every year because they're just so annoying.
Yeah, they're just absolutely everywhere. But from what we can tell, they don't like sting or anything.
Yeah, they don't seem to have stingers or be that dangerous.
I'm not sure I want to swim with jellyfish.
But I do want to swim, so I guess that's
yeah. So we'll have to see whether there are jellyfish when we get there.
We've arrived in Victoria.
Also known as Rabat.
Yes.
Which is the capital of Gozo.
Yes, and we just walked up the hill to the Citadel. It's a bit confusing, but the Citadel itself is free to walk around, but you need tickets to get to the museum and the cathedral inside.
Yeah.
But it's very misleading because as you're walking up, it says like tickets this way, but like you just walk around that sign and you can walk in for free. So don't pay if you don't want to.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of time here because we're on a tour, so we don't really want to pay for the museums and then just look around for like 20 minutes and then leave.
Yeah, so we're just up here to have a look at the view, walk around for a little bit, and then we'll go get some lunch.
We've made it up to the top of the Citadel, and it has a pretty cool view. You can see like the rest of it over here, but you can just see out to the edge of the island. I think our tour guide said you can see pretty much all of Gozo.
Yeah,
from
I wouldn't
here.
be surprised.
It's not a big island.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to like be able to see all the way down to the water and the cool view. Alright, we've made it to the Blue Lagoon, which is like on the island of Camino. Firstly, let's just take a moment for the colour of the water. That's also through the dirty ferry window. Unfortunately though, we can still see several jellyfish.
Yeah, we're not really sure what we're gonna do. You can, we've like docked, but you can walk along the path to like a more public area, I guess, or you can swim beside the boats. We might do that.
Yeah, I think we'll see what other people are doing and
Yeah.
go with that. It is insanely beautiful here.
It is. The water is incredible.
It looks so nice. We've decided we are going to swim off the boat, but we're just going to go for a little wander first.
Yeah. We got time.
Yeah, this island is, I think he said one family, like 2 people, live permanently on Camino. And there's a hotel, but it's shut at the moment, so it's just very empty, very bare, but it's so nice. It's very, it kind of reminds me of like Australia. Like the vegetation is all like low to the ground and it's all very dry and sandy. But then you've got like
And the most beautiful Mediterranean water.
It's so nice.
Alright, we're just about to go swimming, but I thought I'd show Krissie's new purchase. Swim shoes!
Yeah, so I can walk on all the rocks and not hurt my feet.
Very cool. They're very popular here in Europe, so they were very cheap, very common.
And I have really bad feet, so being able to walk on the sand and the rocks helps.
Stylish.
Oh yeah.
Alright, we've had one small casualty.
Got a jellyfish sting.
Can't really see it.
No, it's just...
Oh yeah, no you... Oh.
But look, like, I think there's maybe like 20 or 30 people on the boat who have jellyfish stings, so... But it was a little one, like it wasn't one of the ones that we've
We
seen.
couldn't even see it.
No.
You're okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not like an Australian jellyfish. I would be dead already if it was an Australian jellyfish.
Thank God.
We are back from our day trip. We got another boost. Because why
It's
not?
another like boost of the day, so they're cheaper.
Yeah. But that tour was really fun. It was like good to get everything done in one day and be like taken to all the spots.
Yeah.
As you can probably tell if you watch a lot of our vlogs, we don't tend to do a lot of like guided tours. We'd like to just use public transport and figure it out because it's a bit cheaper. But it was just a bit too tricky here. And there were too many things we wanted to see that were difficult to get to.
Sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself. Easier to do a tour.
Yeah. But it was really good. We definitely recommend it. I'll put the link in the description if you're in Malta and you're interested in doing a Gozo tour.
But if you do, definitely be wary of the jellyfish.
Yes.
We did some Googling, there's like 40 species here, only 15 stinging. It wasn't too bad when we were there,
Yeah.
but we saw some giant like
Groups of them. Yeah.
as we've learned of them. So yeah, I don't know, I guess swimming isn't guaranteed depending on how the jellyfish are, so be wary.
Yeah, they are also, we did find out that the big ones, which aren't the stinging ones, but the big ones that we like saw that were in the clips are like they bloom at the end of summer.
Yeah.
So
it depends
that's,
when you're here
it's
as
like
well.
we're just here at the perfect time for them to be literally thousands of them.
Everywhere.
Hello.
Hello.
We have stopped sunnies because I was getting sick of mine falling off my face.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing these up every now and then.
But it is the next day now. and we just spent a couple of hours at Malta's National Aquarium, which we read about online, and is in an area that we wanted to explore, but the area doesn't take that long to explore, so we figured we'd do the aquarium as well. And it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good for like a couple hours just to walk around. It only has like fish, jellyfish, sharks, kind of things. Like
yeah,
no, like
it has
penguins or
no,
like no creatures like that.
no, but it does have a little reptile section with some snakes,
true.
which I loved and Catherine hated.
Yeah, but it's fine. It had a chameleon,
Yes.
so I enjoy those.
Yeah, it was good. And now we are in St. Paul's Bay, which is like where the aquarium is. And we're going to go get some lunch and then explore for a little bit. One of the things we find so interesting about Malta is that even though it's tiny, each like town has a like different kind of vibe. Even in it's what, the 7th smallest country in the world.
Yeah.
It's smaller than Canberra. So if you're Australian, you will understand
Nuts.
just how little it is. It's actually smaller than the island of Naxos in Greece that we were on a little while ago. But it's got like quite a lot going on. Like there's a lot of different areas to explore and
Yeah, lots to see.
lots to see
Yeah.
in such a small space.
Good afternoon.
Hello. It is our last day in Malta today.
It is.
Can you tell what might be happening today?
Yes. So actually, you in this video won't have heard anything about Pride, or hardly anything, because at the same time we're filming this video, we're also filming a Malta Pride video.
Yes. So you'll see that next week.
Yeah. So we're currently in the little village where we've been the past couple of nights.
Yeah, it's amazing. So they've like got this like big open square and they've just like covered it in like pride stalls, and
Yeah.
a lot of events have been happening here, but you'll have to wait till next week
Yeah.
to find out about those.
But today we are finally doing Valletta, which
Yes.
is like the thing that we wanted to do first. But because of the Pride events that are happening tonight, we were just like, it just makes more sense to do one journey.
Yeah,
So today we're finally looking around Valletta.
yeah, which is the capital of Malta, and Valletta, like the city itself, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Yeah, everything you read is like, just look around Valletta.
Yeah, just like wander around. So we're going to do that today, see what it's all about. We've been just kind of wandering around the city
got some
aimlessly,
pizza.
but we are now at the Lower Baraka Gardens. So there's two like sets of gardens that are like maybe a few hundred meters apart.
Yeah.
And we're at one of them now, and it is so nice.
It is really nice. And then just across from us, the World War II Memorial, which
Yeah.
is like across the road and has quite a nice view of the like coast.
Yeah, we just
Yes,
went in
or just,
there.
like,
I filmed a
up
couple
further.
of things, so you would have just seen them. But yeah, it's really nice. It's interesting that like everything here, like everything is made of the same color stone. Like
It's all that like sandstone.
yeah,
I don't even know if it is sandstone.
I don't know if it is.
the
It's
same
sandstone color at
Yeah.
least. But yeah, it's beautiful, and it makes the whole city just kind of like tied together coherently. It's quite nice. We're now at the Upper Baraka Gardens, and as you can see, it looks the same.
Yeah, they really did mean upper though.
Yes, it's up a lot of stairs.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice, but it's a lot busier than the lower ones. So if you only have time for one or only want to do one, the lower is smaller but
Nice.
more peaceful, I
Yeah.
think. made it up onto the wall that surrounds part of Valletta, and you can see we're like above the fountain that we were at earlier. But we are going to finish off this video here.
Yeah. We have loved Valletta. I always feel like we start with, we have loved.
Yeah.
We don't not love many places, honestly. No. But no, Valletta is beautiful. We really wanted to stay here, and I feel like if you come to Malta, you should stay in Valletta, but it's expensive, and now I know why, because of this.
Yeah.
Because of Euro Pride, we couldn't find anywhere here.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's easier if you just come here at a regular time.
Yeah. It is definitely like the most beautiful part of Malta.
The whole, like the city is just so cute.
Yeah, it is. But we've loved all of Malta, honestly.
Yeah, no, Malta's been a very cool country to come to. Very interesting.
It has. Our expectations were kind of non-existent. We didn't really know what we were getting into.
No.
But it's been very unique and very interesting to see.
Yeah.
But we're going to finish off this video here. We are still doing some things, but they'll be in next week's Pride video.
Yes.
So you will see that then. But for now, thank you for watching. Give us a like, comment and subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram and pray for us because we are getting up at 4 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
But it'll be worth it. So we will see you in Vienna.
See you then. Bye.
For dinner, we have found this really cool market. I think this is bonus footage, by the way. We've already finished the video, but we've come for dinner. It's a really cool place. Krissie will put the name on the screen, and it's like a food court. Like it has like a bunch of different cuisines. So definitely recommend this place because you can get anything you want. It's pretty good prices. We're excited.
The benefit of this food court kind of thing is we can get food from different places.
Yes.
But we've both gone Asian. Catherine got prawn fried rice. I got a musselman, and then we got some bao buns to share.
Yay.